Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me.
Let me cut this water out. What's up? Welcome back to the vlog, cause you know it's the vlog, okay? Okay. So today, gonna be a little cooking video. We making shepherd's pie. Today's my first time officially. Let me pause this cause I'm watching TV. Pause. Okay. I'm gonna be making shepherd's pie. My first time making it. Y'all don't worry about how I look. If I'm looking rough, I know I'm looking rough. I'm gonna be making a small dish of shepherd's pie. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck. Yeah, I just got off work. I look rough because don't nobody have to see my face. I work at home, okay? But trying to get out of work mode. So let's go ahead and get into it. I gotta wash some of these dishes back here. So that's what I'm about to do, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I'm just rinsing off my potatoes right now. Get them all rinsed off really well. I have a little scrub I got from Dollar Tree that I usually scrub my fruits and veggies with a little vinegar, but I ain't got time to do all that today. So I'm just trying to get them nice and rinsed and get these dishes washed. So I got the potatoes cut. I'm just gonna rinse these off one more time before I drop them into the pot. Give them a good rinse. Okay. Get my strainer here. Sorry y'all, I'm working with one hand here. There we go. Dump those in there. Now I have my water. I'm just gonna dump these right in. We're gonna let these potatoes cook until they're softened and ready to smash. And I'm gonna start my meat part of my shepherd's pie. Can y'all close the door? Pour me a little wine, y'all. And yes, this is in my kid's cup. So I start out my shepherd pie. I'm just gonna put some canola oil. I think it's avocado oil. Avocado oil. Yes. My avocado oil. That's what's in here right now. Put some of that in my skillets so I can saute up my vegetables first. So I was gonna do this broccoli for a side, but I'm gonna cook this bag of broccoli and cauliflower just to get it out the freezer. I pre-chop and freeze my veggies just because I like. And I have 2 bell peppers that I didn't chop left. I'm gonna go ahead and cook with. I know some of y'all like, you could just buy frozen vegetables. I'd rather buy mine fresh than chopped. So while that's heating back up, I'm gonna chop these down a little bit more because they are kind of like on the large side. I'm gonna use my bigger knife. I think I got an onion that I have already. I'm just gonna use some of these. I'm not gonna put a lot because the kids, they picky about onions and all that. And I don't want nobody talking about what they don't want. So just dicing them down a little bit. I'm gonna just dump them right on in. I like pre-freezing my veggies too because I don't have to worry about adding any liquids in after. Well, depending on the dish I'm making. Most times if I don't want it to be like water based in it or like any water in it, I will use fresh. But like for stuff like this, it's gonna go in the oven, and I just need, like, you know, which is pretty much everything I cook. I'm just gonna use my frozen vegetables. Kids are outside playing too, y'all. I'm really excited to taste this. And I'm gonna dump these right on in the skillet. So I got all my vegetables in, y'all. Using my cast iron. I've been using this for the last couple of meals that I done cooked this week because I just like this. It just works. And you see how that water I was telling y'all about after the vegetables basically defrost themselves in the pot first? It's mixing with that oil. I kind of like that when I'm making dishes like this because it just helps with the sticking and stuff. I don't have to worry about that. So now I'm going to add in some garlic. Yeah, so I'm going to do one big heaping. I like garlic. I think we all like garlic. I'm just gonna mix it. So I'm gonna let this start to stir fry up once the heat get back going. And then I'm gonna add in my meat once my vegetables cook and get translucent. So I don't know if y'all can see that well. I'm pretty sure you can't. I've added my meat in. I'm gonna go ahead and add my seasonings. I'm gonna be seasoning with some black pepper. Some black pepper. Ain't these little salt shakers cute, y'all? Got these from Dollar Tree. Some seasoning. I don't use salt in my food anymore, and if I do, I use pink Himalayan. I'm using some garlic powder. No salt, baby, no salt. We don't use no salt. So before y'all get to going, how I'm shaking that seasoning in that pot. None of the seasoning I use has salt, baby. This is onion powder. Okay, 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 okay. I'm gonna add some celery salt, just a little bit. I love celery salt. Makes everything taste better. I'm gonna add some smoked paprika. I love my smoked paprika. I'm gonna add me some adobo, Goya seasoning. And lastly, I'm gonna add, if I can find it, me some Italian seasoning. I don't know why, but I think Italian seasoning is just gonna set this off. I think it's just gonna make it taste so much better. Get away from over there. And I like to add this Maggi. It's called Jugo. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's so good, y'all. This and Worcestershire sauce, I love so much. I'm gonna add a couple of dabs of that. It just makes everything, I'm talking about everything. It doesn't matter what you're cooking. It makes everything taste. So I got my potatoes back there going. My mixture, I'm just gonna mix this up. Get that meat as grounded as I can. And then once I break it down, I'm gonna mix it with my spoon. I got a feeling this is gonna be good, y'all. I cannot wait. And I don't have a lot because I'm not trying to make a big one like I said before. So, and I still feel like this is gonna be too much for the pot that I'm using, but it's okay. I'll just get rid of what I don't use. I know that sounds bad, but up. And I'll come back when it's time to add the vegetables. So this recipe calls for gravy, and I have none. So sad. I have no gravy. So I'm gonna make a concoction. Make the pasta. garlic-based bouillon. Need some Worcestershire sauce and some flour and hot water. But first, I'm gonna cook my hot water. Can y'all go to your room? Y'all too loud. I'm trying to record. I'm trying to cook. Y'all being too loud. So I got my water going. And before I add the bouillon, well, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and add the bouillon into my bowl. And I'm gonna whisk that with my Worcestershire sauce. My Worcestershire sauce. So I'm gonna do about a tablespoon. I don't want it to be too potent. And then I'm gonna do a couple of splashes of this Worcestershire. I'm just gonna mix this. So let's go ahead and put it in. It's my meat. I'm not gonna strain it. I'm just gonna add that gravy mixture in. And give it a good stir. Give it a good old mix. Mix everything in good. Okay, and they say you're supposed to let it cook until it thickens. Once your liquids are thickened like a gravy, then it's time for you to transfer. But I'm gonna get these vegetables mixed in good, get the rest of this meat cooked through, and let that liquid base thickens a little. And next we're gonna move on to these potatoes because I think they're ready. I'm gonna check them soon as I'm done mixing this in. Y'all, this smells so good. Like, are you kidding me? Gravy meat with cheese and mashed potatoes. Oh my God, it sounds like heaven. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna let this simmer and cook, and I'm going to check these potatoes. Okay, no, they can go for a little bit longer. They're softened on some sides, and like the sides that's poking out, they kind of still, I want these junks to be ready to smash. Let's see. So I'll let them cook about another 2 minutes, and then I'll take them off the heat. So I added a little bit more flour because it needed to thicken up just a little bit faster for me, but it is thickening up. I don't know if y'all can tell, but that's how I like to tell when something is thickening and how slow it's going. If it goes real fast, it's still too thin. So I just put a little more flour in it. I'm just mixing it. I'm gonna let that get thicker. Okay, and we're gonna work on these mashed potatoes. Let's get it. So in my mashed potatoes, I'm gonna put some garlic, just a little. I'm gonna put some salt, just some pink Himalayan salt. I know I'm better just pinch it, y'all, but my nails, they're a lot. That was another reason I didn't want to put. I added onion powder. I'm gonna add some garlic powder. And I'm gonna add some parsley flakes. And I'm gonna do a stick of butter, half a stick of butter. And this is the plant-based butter, it's country crop plant-based butter. And I'm gonna do probably about a tablespoon and a half of ranch. My mixture look like this, and I'm just gonna smash it until it's all mixed. I don't have sour cream. I don't have none of that. So I'm just gonna stick straight to the butter. And I don't want to put any cheese in it since I haven't put anything else in it because I don't want to make it, you know, too much. I don't want to dry them out. Okay, I feel like this is perfect. I love this little thing I got. I got this from Dollar Tree, y'all. It smashes any and everything. Okay, I'm gonna add a little milk, just almond milk. But if you use just the right amount of it, it really doesn't sweeten anything at all. I'm gonna add a little bit more salt just to make sure that milk don't overpower my savory. I'm gonna mix this up. Perfect. They're creamy just like I need them to. I lost a little bit, but it's okay. I'm gonna finish mixing these by spoon just so I can make sure everything is well incorporated. We can most definitely use a little bit more salt. I don't like cooking with salt like that no more, y'all. Trying to mix it up well. Like I said, most people put their cheese in their potatoes. I'm not doing it. My potatoes will be the topping of my shepherd pie, but I'm going to put some cheese, my cheese on top of the meat. Sit this to the side. So y'all, I can move my spoon back. My gravy is thick. See how slowly it's coming back together? So I'm going to go ahead and add in my mixed veggies. And then I'm going to cut the eye off and let those veggies cook in here. And just when they're softened enough where I think they're softened enough for me to go ahead and put it in the pot, we're going to go ahead and assemble this thing, okay? So I just added 1 can of mixed vegetables with potatoes, which is retarded because it's potatoes going on top, but hey, it is what it is. You have chunks of potatoes on the inside. This was the only mixed vegetable that I had. I mean, I have the separate peas and the separate carrots and the separate corn, but I didn't feel like opening up all those just to make this. I just was like, I'll just use the one with the corn, with the potatoes. So this is how it looks, y'all. Delicious, I know. So I'm gonna let this, I'm actually gonna cut the eye off. And I'm actually gonna assemble it and put it in the oven so I can get these veggies going. So let's do that. So I'm about to build this pie, y'all. Get y'all closer. Trying to crumble it up a little bit. I'm just gonna do a fair layer of cheese. So okay, y'all. So this is how my shepherd pie looking. My filling, my potatoes, my cheese. Y'all can see in the middle. Ooh wee. So I'm gonna cover it just for a few. So I'm done with dinner, y'all. Got the table set. I done reverted back to plastic because I'm not into washing dishes every night. I'm just not. So got the rolls. I done ate off one. Yes, I did. My shepherd's pie, y'all. Look at that. Oh my god. I think I had too much liquid to pot ratio, but it's okay. And I have it. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna end this video if you made it this far. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate you guys so much. I'm hungry, so I'll catch y'all in the next one.
I'm a little bit naughty. I'm a little bit too consumed.